Hey folks, this is Mark Meehan speaking. Most of you would know me as Marcus Podrick on Twitter. I'm making this video as part of a series of videos, well hopefully it will become a series of videos through the channel called Citizen Irish, which was started up by Jennifer Banks, who you would know on Twitter as Jen Steve. That's her username on Twitter. So this whole idea for Citizen Irish is about bringing the voices of ordinary Irish citizens to the fore. Too often the ordinary voices of people are lost among the paperwork and endless stream of figures and statistics that arrive out from various sources. And I think in Ireland in 2012 we're in danger of citizens becoming statistics. Um, every time ministers address the House and the Dáil, we're presented with endless list of numbers about this many people need primary care and this many people need this, that and the other. But very rarely are the reasons behind these statistics ever explored. People rarely ask, at least at official levels, they rarely ask why, who, where, when, how, etc. So hopefully we're looking at Citizen Irish being a gathering place for views and opinions about the issues at hand. It really sprung up as an idea after well, for those of you who will be following or have been following the hashtag #HashHelpJennifer, that's a campaign we started to bring her situation to the national media, and we had some measure of success in that with having it discussed on News Talk and also written about, however, mostly truthfully, in the Irish Daily Mail, which was great publicity for the situation, I should say. So hopefully, as I say, this will become a series of videos because, to be frank, there's something terribly wrong with this country. Something is terribly wrong with Ireland. We as people are being seen as statistics by our leaders, and I think it is up to us as people to remind those in charge that we are not statistics, that there are people and stories and situations behind every statistic, because we're citizens, we're not statistics. We're not just numbers on a page for budgetary cuts. That's not what we are. That's not what we exist as. We are Irish citizens. We are citizens of this state. We live on this island, and we're entitled to the protection of the state. Now, as many of you people who may have been reading my blog post on the subject will know, I do refer to Jennifer Banks and other citizens like her as the abandoned citizens, because these people have been abandoned by their health service and left to suffer in varying degrees of agony, while our leaders have pensions that are running into the figures that are unimaginable. In particular, I usually refer to the salary earned by our Taoiseach, somewhere in the region of €200,000. And in a country like Ireland, I think it's abhorrent that our national leaders should earn so much money, and at the same time there should be citizens that have to do without basic medical needs. I don't think that's right. So I hope that this video will be, and the video by Jennifer herself, will become the start of something, because there is something seriously wrong with this country. And as we approach the budget, and the budget is coming in December, and as we watch and we wonder and we hear news stories about what might happen, what might be cut here, there and everywhere, it's going to be a tough time for everybody. Well, not everybody, for the ordinary citizens of Ireland. Those of us who don't have the money to access private medical care and such, it's going to be a tough time. So I hope that Citizen Irish will become a way for ordinary people to ensure that their views are seen and heard. And I have dedicated my days to doing this. I tweet 24 hours a day about all sorts of different matters, and I will continue to do so, because for Irish citizens to be abandoned by their state, by their government, is ridiculous. And we in Citizen Irish, and we as citizens, will do everything we can to make sure that every story, every situation, every problem makes it to national press. If we have to send it to every Twitter account of every news network, if we have to send it to every political party, if we have to write 100 letters, 1,000 letters, 100 times, we will, because that's what we want to do for the citizens of Ireland. Because, and I'll round off the video, with this thought. The citizens of Ireland deserve better than this. Our country was not founded almost 100 years ago to have some of its citizens left behind while others reap the benefits of a corrupt society. It's just not right. So, we will not go quietly into the night. And I say this as somebody who is on a waiting list too. It's not something I mention a lot, but I am. And we will not go quietly. And no matter what cuts are made, we will not go quietly. So, everyone here at Citizen Irish, and right now this will probably be the second video, but I doubt it will be the last. I will make sure of that. We will do our very best to make sure that every story, every situation makes it to national press. You have my word on that as an Irishman and as a citizen. I'll do the best I can for that, because the Irish people deserve better than what we're getting right now. The corrupt government has to be held to account, and we as citizens will do it, because that's what must be done. So for Citizen Irish, this is Mark Meehan.